I've just purchased an OPTISAN MTC 10x44 scope. Apart from this very nice, very useful drawstring bag, what else was inside the box? Well, for a start, and quite important, is some foam packing to keep the scope safe during transit. Often thrown away, but to get the scope to you, very important. There's a battery for it, a screw-on sunshade, a ring with a thread on. I must admit I do need to read up to find out what that's for. 2 bits of flat metal. They're actually tools to unscrew a ring that holds the flip-up covers in place. A lens cleaning cloth as well. That'll be very handy. There's also a booklet with it. Little bit of information inside to read up, to find out a few things. Also a wheel for the side focus. You can simply just push it on, or there's a grub screw and an Allen key supplied to put it on so it's more permanent fitting. It's also supplied with a set of 30mm mounts and 3 Allen keys. The smaller one is for the arrestor pin. There's 3 turrets on here. The normal left to right, the normal up and down, and the side focus one. The focus obviously just turns backwards and forwards to focus. That's the one you attach the side wheel to. For the left to right or the up and down, what you do to adjust is first of all pull out. It feels quite definite, you can just about hear the click, and once adjusted, push back to lock. Quite simple to use. The eyepiece also is adjustable, and you'll notice there, flip up cover, and it stays in place for wherever you want it. You can tighten or loosen the screw if required. Same with the front lens. Flip up and it stays where you want it to. It goes right back like that. So far looks quite a nice scope. I've measured it and the length of it is 14 3/4 inches, 375mm, and it weighs 1 pound 7 ounces. That's about 670 grams. Fair size scope, but proof is in the pudding. I shall get it on a rifle one day and give it a try and see what it actually is like to use. But for now, I'm quite pleased with my purchase. On the focus ring, there's the adjustment here to adjust the brightness and unscrew the cap. Or does it pull off? No, unscrews. That's where the battery goes if you want the illumination bit. Personally, I don't bother. The focus, it starts off saying 10 yards, and I've just tried that. It does focus down to 10 yards quite well. The actual point where the focus should be is at the back here, a little dot. But as you see there, it says 10 yards. When it's down there, it does seem to focus quite well at 10 yards. And one thing I have noticed, although it goes up to the, well, you can't quite see there. Let's see if we can turn it round. So it goes to the higher numbers, infinity, 100 yards, 200 yards and the like. What I found when I focused on an object that I know was 50 yards away, the reading was 35 yards. It also gave a clear picture out to 135 yards known distance. If I turned it up to say 50 yards, the 50 yard object wasn't in focus as clear as I'd have liked it, but the 130 yard one was still okay. So by the look of it, I'm going to leave it set at about 35-40 yards, and that'll give me quite a clear picture for my usual shooting range. I did focus on an item that's well in the distance, that takes at least 10 minutes to walk to, and it was nowhere near the infinity. It was even less than 100 yards. So apart from the 10-yard mark that's on here, the first one that seems accurate, all the other marks seem to be a bit out of line. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not using this for range finding. I just want a nice clear picture and for it to be in focus. From what I can see, this will do the job fine. So that's all for now. I shall put it on the rifle and I shall give an update on this later on.